Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's show with me, Furion Alpha, bringing you this 5v5 quick match action from Blizzard's Heroes of the Storm. Tonight's match taking place on the Dragon Shire map. Now, before we get started, let's take a look at our two teams. To the left, we have the blue team with Magkill on Malfurion, Schwarzkopf on Sonya, Papalamapius on Nazebo, Korlik on Tassadar, and Scalper565 on Rexar. To the right of the screen, we have the red team with Straight Edge on Muradin, Last Resort on Malfurion, Furion on Zagara, Lampfalk on Thrall, and Moonwalker on Kael'thas. Before this match gets started, I want to quickly take this chance to just give a big shout out to Nav TV and thank them for this opportunity. But this match is underway as we see the blue team moving into mid with 3 players up against 1 player from the red team. Zagara throwing down a creep tumor, but Tassadar revealing it and denying the creep from Zagara. As in the top lane, we see Thrall and Kael'thas moving in, getting a nice gravity lap on the Sonya. She's taking massive damage and she goes down. Red team securing a kill in the first 20 seconds of the game. Moving to the bottom lane, we see that Scalper is out of position here. Blue team Rex are caught behind enemy lines as Malfurion and Muradin looking for him. Now we see the blue team Nazebo moving down to help reinforce him, but Malfurion moving into the bush, not seeing him there, but Rex are moving out, gets the stun on the Malfurion. Malfurion taking a bit of damage, but he gets a root down, and Muradin comes to reinforce him, blocking off the Nazebo as they chase Rexar down. Rexar is moving up the wrong side of the map towards the red base. Is he going to get out of here enough? No, he's taking damage from the red cannon. He's dropping health. Nazebo wall goes down, traps the Muradin, but Muradin gets the leap off, gets stunned by the Rexar, but he takes Rexar down, and red team secures another kill. As we take a look at the XP, we see that the red team is in a slight lead as they are currently 2 levels to 1, but blue team is catching up. Obviously, red team has the slight XP lead due to the kills. We see it is currently 2 kills to 0. Zagara just doing her best to keep Malfurion at bay and soaking mid on the mid lane here. As we move to the top, we see that the shrines are now activating with Thrall and Kael'thas moving in to secure the top shrine. We see Tassadar and Sonya giving chase. Sonya with the spear onto Thrall, but the gravity lap from Casey picking her up. Thrall doing a lot of damage with Sonya spinning it and healing. Tassadar throwing down the damage and Thrall taking a lot of damage here. Sonya gets a bash and blue team secures their first kill, forcing Kael'thas to back out. As we move to the bottom lane, we see that Muradin and Malfurion from the red team still up against Nazebo and Malfurion from the blue team. Red team holding the shrine, but Muradin getting caught here. He's trapped in the zombie wall. He gets hit by the root. He's taking a lot of damage. So is the team, but Muradin leaping out. Muradin and Malfurion both low on health, but so is the blue team Malfurion. Muradin and Malfurion from the red team backing out, refilling up on health and mana from the Sippy Fountain as they move in. Blue team Malfurion caught out of position here. Red team Malfurion gets the root down. Muradin is moving in. They're taking a lot of damage onto the blue team Malfurion, and he goes down with another kill for the red team. As we move into the top lane, we see that Thrall is still facing off against Thrall, and in the bottom lane we see that the Muradin or Malfurion trying to back catch up, but the Nazebo Spider's interrupting him. It won't be enough though. He will fall back to the safety of the wall as Muradin continues to harass Nazebo on the shrine. He misses the Storm Bolt, but he's chasing Nazebo. They're playing a game of Ring Around the Roses on the shrine at the bottom here. Nazebo throws down the zombie wall, but it doesn't connect. He's forced to back out, and Muradin secures a red shrine on bottom. Nazebo still poking a bit, but Muradin getting a hold of Zagara, just facing off against Rexar in mid. As we move into the top lane, we see still Tassadar and Sonya putting a lot of pressure onto Kael'thas and Thrall, not able to deal with the situation yet. We are still in the early game. Kael'thas damage really only kicking after level 15. But speaking about levels, we see that the red team has a bit of a lead, 5 to 4 here. Blue team only getting 4 now, but they are forcing the red team out of the top. They have the top shrine, they have the bottom shrine, and the mid dragon is available. Rexar is moving in, but we see Zagara coming in. She is going to interrupt and stop them from taking it, but Sonya goes down as well as Malfurion for the blue team. And Tassadar, that is now 3 players from the blue team are down. Zagara having to back up, but she did deny the blue team from capturing the shrine on mid. As we see, the red team is able to capture the red shrine on bottom as well as the shrine on top, and they will now activate mid shrine and move in to try and secure the dragon. Zagara coming in here, just keeping the pressure on Rexar. She knows her teammates are going to be rotating in. Rexar moving to the safety of the bush, but Muradin coming in. He goes and gets stunned by the Rexar here. Zagara coming to back him up, but she's taking damage from the Rexar here. She has to move out, but Thrall coming in to support the Muradin. Muradin backing out, getting cracked after the shrine of Thrall, keeps the Rexar busy. Nazebo moving in, but he can't do enough, and the red team captures the dragon. Moving in here, we see Thrall able to just keep the blue team zoned while Muradin is taking the dragon, and he moves into a very nice position here now. His placement is quite decent as he is able to focus down this tower from the blue team without taking damage from this tower. We see him, he does get the tower kill and he immediately moves off, rotating to the top lane where we see Sonya's in a bit of trouble. Thrall moves in, he gets the root on in there. He's doing a lot of damage. Sonya spinning up, but the dragon putting fire on it, and she just makes it behind the wall, just makes it to the Sippy Cup and is able to stay alive. But the dragon is doing a lot of damage to this bottom tower for the blue team. getting reinforced here by Thrall and Kalpas. Just cleaning up the lane, helping their lane to push, reinforce the dragon. Yeah, the shrine does good, and they're able to kill Sonya, who overextends against the dragon, and that was a bit of a false move. Tassadar doing his best to shield the tower, but it is not enough. The dragon is able to kill it. Both towers are down, as well as the gate in the top lane, and they're moving to take out the Sippy Cup, which they will do, and that would set the blue team back quite a bit, as it'll make it harder for them to reinforce this top lane, as they cannot fall back and reinforce themselves with the Sippy Cup, allowing the red team to just hold a stronger position on this lane. But we see the blue team moving up now, trying to zone the Muradin, but he is backing out. Moving down to the mid lane, we see Zagara is still just keeping the pressure up. Rexar taking a lot of damage there. Her spread is quite nice. In the bottom lane, we see the red team Furion just getting a lot of cycles. The blue team doesn't have a hero. We see a red team with a significant XP lead now. They are a whole level ahead of the blue team. But we see Muradin moving in here, leaping to try and zone out the Furion from getting behind the wall, but he's taking a lot of zone damage from the blue team. Tassadar moves in and it goes down. Zagara trying to reinforce it, but she's going to get zoned out now. It's the 5v1 situation. Thrall and Furion not able to back her up in time, and the red team does lose Muradin and Zagara. 2 kills to the blue team, and very well played. As we move down here, we see the Rexar starting now on the siege camp for the blue team. It will be the first camp of the game, as we see blue team Nazeebo moving down to try and stop the push from the red team Malfurion. As in mid lane, we see Malfurion from the blue team, as well as Sonya going up against Thrall, killing off those minions, forcing him back behind the wall. The root landing but missing. Thrall just staying behind the wall, playing it safe, getting off a little poke here and there. Gonna move out a bit now, as you see this Muradin coming to reinforce him. Blue team Sonya backs out, and Malfurion left alone, and he goes down. Red team securing another kills, as we are now 8 kills to 4. Rexar able to capture the siege camp for the blue team, as that will now start pushing the bottom lane. But in the top lane, yeah, we see Sonya and Tassadar able to push Moonwalker back a little bit. He is playing Kalthas. He had to force back there behind the wall, and we see that Tassadar is moving down. The shrines are going to be up again now. Sonya is moving to try and secure it, but Kalthas is going to keep his own down. We see that the red team Thrall is moving in. Gravity Lab from the Kalthas picks up the Sonya. We see the bomb from Kalthas going off. It's going to hit the Sonya. It's going to do massive damage. Thrall's going to move in. He gets the Thunder off, and he secures the kill for the red team. Moving down to the bottom, we see that Muradin and Malfurion just trying to clear this minion, or this camp rather, from pushing in the lane here. We see that the Malfurion is backing up, doing a bit of damage to the Muradin, getting a roost on the red team's Malfurion, but they are able to zone him out a little bit. It's a 2v1 situation, but the shrines are active again, as we see the red team Malfurion going into secure. Blue team Malfurion giving chase, with Muradin coming in from the red team. He's going to keep him zoned out. He's taking a lot of damage. He gets a stun off, as the red team Malfurion is able to capture the shrine. Blue team Malfurion still trying to push him, while the red team Kalthas moves in. Red Shine is still being held by the red team on bottom. Blue team Malfurion trying to get the reach on the red team Malfurion, but the red team Muradin coming in, just keeping the pressure on him. He's getting support from Kalthas now. He gets a gravity lapse on the blue team Malfurion. He's taking a lot of damage. The bomb is going to go off with the real blue team Malfurion, able to heal up. Red team Malfurion healing his team with his healing spell there. We saw Kalthas taking a lot of damage from the Nazeebo. Nazeebo zombie going down, and the Muradin gets rooted by the blue team Malfurion and the zombie, and he goes down. Another kill for the blue team. As they move in on top, we see that Sonya is able to secure that shrine for them. Zagara battling it out still with the Rexar in mid, with the Tassadar supporting him. As we move back down to the bomb, we see another bomb from Kalthas going off on the Nazeebo. It's not going to be enough. The Nazeebo is going to go down, and the red team is going to get another kill and secure the bottom shrine. While in the top lane, we see that another camp was taken by the blue team. It is pushing against the red team in the top lane. They do have the shrine secure in the bottom lane. Red team taking that shrine. Zagara is still just fighting a battle here against Tassadar. Took a lot of damage. Sonya and Rexar as well. Thrall and Kalthas moving in to reinforce her now. But the blue team, Rexar and Sonya, moving down. They want to capture the bottom shrine. They know that they have the top shrine. Red team has to deal with the camp first. It does buy them a little bit of time, but the red team, Furion getting caught out of position here, uses the root. He does back out. He's going to say, but the blue team, Sonya coming in, and she gets the spear. She lands it, and the red team, Furion goes down. Thrall coming in, but it's not going to be enough. He has to back out. Yeah, this is a 3v1 situation, and blue team will secure the bottom shrine. They have the top shrine. The dragon shrine is now active, as we see Zagara is alone on mid against Nazeebo and Tassadar. She does get the Hydralisk on Tassadar to interrupt him from taking. She gets the banings off Nazeebo, keeping her focused, but she is able to interrupt Tassadar, preventing him from taking that shrine. As she moves back here, the blue team coming to reinforce. We see Tassadar coming to help Zagara. She has to back out here. Nazeebo will going to capture Thrall. But the stunning them, even though the force wall was in there from Tassadar, Zagara and Thrall able to make it out. The Muradin keeping pressure on the Tassadar. Now he nearly goes down, but the shields do come in place. Muradin's avatar is active. He's taking a lot of damage, but he's going to move back behind the statue of the wall. Kalthas coming from the path, so he's out of position. With the red team Furion throwing down a lot of healing. Zagara took a lot of damage. Muradin took a lot of damage, but they are going to stay behind the wall. And Nazeebo all behind the wall. And we see the blue team pushing very hard on mid. We see Muradin taking a lot of damage. Blue team is pushing very hard. Sonya's going to take a lot of damage. She gets the heal off from the blue team Furion though. She's able to kill the red team Zagara, but she goes down as well. in a 1-for-1 trade. We see the bomb from Kalthas going off on the Rexor, but it's not enough to take them. It will, however, push the blue team back with pressure from Thrall as well. Enough force wall coming down from Tassadar to keep him zoned out. He almost went down, but the shield will keep him alive. And we see the blue team is going to back Hutcha as we are still in the objective phase and the shrines are still active. So our first 5v5 match for the game here, as we see 1 kill to 1 in that fight. Zagara going down for the red team and Sonya going down for the blue team, which brings us to 12 kills to 7. As we see that the red team is moving up, they have secured the top shrine, and blue team has secured the bottom shrine. The Zebra is going to push the line on bottom, while red team does the same on top. We see Kalthas and Thrall going to rotate down to the bottom lane. They want to capture that shrine, while Zagara is still just going to keep a bit of pressure on the mid. We see the blue team with Zebo coming in, but Lamfolk is able to push him back a bit there. He's going to wait in the bush. What's going to happen here? Kalthas is going to come and reinforce him. Blue team does take the shrine on top. They have the shrine on bottom, and the Dragon Knight is active here. They're going to push him. They're going to try and capture, but we see Muradin, Zagara, and Malfurion keeping that bait. Nice bailing from Zagara. All of them, I think, hitting the enemy Sonya there, but she is giving the shield from Tassadar. She is mitigating the damage and getting the healing from the basic attacks. We see a wall there from Tassadar. Just zoning out the Malfurion, keeping him back with a nice maul from Zagara, locking that hero down as the red team comes to reinforce. We see a nice engagement on the mid lane here, and the enemy Sonya taking a lot of damage. She does go down. Nice thundering from Thrall. Almost gets another kill, but it is not enough. They do get one. Sonya goes down for the blue team. Red team is able to secure that kill. They have the bottom shrine. Oh, Zagara getting caught out of position, getting behind the wall, and the Zebo wall coming down, but she is able to make it out safely, getting an assist from Thrall there. Is able to keep her alive. She will make it out. Blue team not doing enough to secure a kill there. It was close, but red team now able to grab both shrines. The shrine is active for the red team. They need to capture the dragon. Yeah, we see the bear from Rexar going in on the Kalthas, but it's not enough. Furion moving in on the Rexar. He's getting the shield from Tassadar, but Muradin coming in from top, getting the stun, taking a lot of damage. The red team is keeping up the pressure here. Blue team Rexar getting zoned out. Muradin with the jump, keeping it, and the Rexar goes down, securing another kill for the red team. Moving down to the bottom, blue team was able to take that shrine back as red team Kalthas and Muradin will now come down to try and secure that. They're going in on the Zebra, taking a lot of damage from the Kalthas. Muradin doing a good job to zone him, preventing him from running back to the safety of his walls. Bomb goes off on the Malfurion, but he does block it. Muradin keeping the pressure on the Zebra. We see a Ruko down, but it misses. The Zebra getting zoned out here, he's taking a lot of damage. Malfurion is chasing, and he takes down the blue team, the Zebo, allowing red team to move in and secure the bottom shrine. Zagara still fighting off against Tassadar on mid, as teammates will come to reinforce. Now they know they're going to get the top shrine. The shrine is active. They need to defend this. It's only Tassadar on mid for the blue team. We have Zagara, Malfurion, and Kalthas from the red team able to hold this, but blue team able to take the shrine on top, preventing red from taking the dragon just yet. But in the bottom lane we see Muradin and Malfurion facing up against the blue team. Malfurion able to push him back, securing or keeping the red shrine active on bottom for them. Muradin with a nice stun on the blue team. Tassadar there doing a lot of damage. Sonya is trying to help him, but we see Thrall moving in. Tassadar is very low. Is he going to back out? Is he going to back out? Thrall giving chase, while Sonya still just trying to keep him. Muradin zoned out. He is going to have to back out there. Nice maul from Zagara, locking those two enemies down, and they will secure a kill on Sonya as they move in now with Thrall coming from the back, doing a lot of damage to the end. Rexar goes down for the blue team as well. Red team controlling both shrines. Kalthas will move in and capture the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight will start pushing on mid, as we see here that the red team now with the Dragon Knight active is going to try and be cheeky and steal this camp. Muradin getting caught in the wall there, and the Root taking a lot of damage, but Zagara coming in to back him up. Heals from the Malfurion. Red team is going to keep him alive. Is he going to keep alive? He's taking a lot of damage, but Muradin does go down. However, Dragon Knight reinforcing that alpha skill, able to kill the rest of the blue team, secure the camp, and now the entire blue team is dead with only one dead from the red team, and they have the Dragon Knight active, pushing into the mid lane and going to take down that fort from the blue team. Obviously in the bottom lane, Zagara and Thrall moving into the bottom lane. They can pushing on this fort here. Thrall and Zagara pushing in, taking down those two towers as well as the gate, getting nice damage and XP here for the red team as the dragon is able to cap the mid fort. We see that Thrall, Zagara and Malfurion doing a lot of damage, taking down the Pacific Cup, moving in, and they will secure the bottom fort kill as well, while Dragon moves into the top and is going to start whittling down the top fort. We see a nice position here for the red team. They are 2 levels up on the blue team. 6 forts still active, 20 kills, while the blue team only has 4 forts active to 9 kills. We see that Dragon is going to get halted here by the blue team. They are able to push him off, not allowing him, to take down that top team. Kalthas is going to get a gravity lapse off on the Tassadar as well as the bear just to secure his escape. While on the bottom lane we see massive damage here. Still a nice big push from Thrall, Malfurion and Zagara with the camp, able to secure the bottom fort. Moving in here, going to start focusing on the towers on the top as they are able to take down both towers. This is a very, very strong push on the bottom lane. We see that the blue team's Rexar is moving in here, but he's in a bad position. He's going to get outflanked here if he's not careful. Sonya is going to try and back him up. Red team should get out of here before they find themselves in a spot of trouble, but we see they are catching the Sonya out of position, as well as the Rexar. Murden is popping his avatar. He's going in Tassadar wall going down, but it's not enough to zone them out. Zagara Maul not really hitting anything there. Rexar heavily out of position here. If the red team turns around, they will flank him. Murden missing the storm belt, but he gets a leap. He's going to go after the Rexar. He's going to try and zone him down. But it looks like Rexar might just get away to the safety of his base, while the red team still keeps the pressure on the bottom lane. Kalthas moving with the great relapse on the Sonya, but she is not enough to take her down. Zagara Baneling's doing damage onto the tower there. We see them moving. Nice force wall from Tassadar just to zone the Murden out with the zombie wall on the Furion, but the healing goes down from the red team. Furion is able to keep his allies in the fight a little bit longer. We see blue team Sonya taking a lot of damage with the shield from Tassadar, just mitigating that and healing her back up. Blue team Furion is popping his ulti, but the blue team Sonya goes down from the KT bomb. We see another force wall from Tassadar. More damage on the Murden. He goes down. Thrall goes down to the red team, and red team needs to back out of here as blue team is now outnumbering them 4-3. It was a decent push from the red team. They were able to kill 3 forts for the red team with that dragon push, and we see that the objective phase is going to start again. Another 20 seconds until the shrines are active. Red team going to back out just to heal up, get ready for the next fight. As we see Tassadar moving around here. Rexar on the mid lane, he's going to start clearing that back up, but we see blue team the Zebo moving in. He's going to take the camp of the red team, setting up for the kill. Tassadar getting picked up by the Kalthas here, taking tower from the Kalthas and the damage from the Kalthas and the tower, as we've seen the Zebo getting heavily zoned by the red team here. Zagara and Furion keeping up the pressure, but Tassadar with the force wall to go down in the roost just to keep him safe. He will make it out alright. As we see the shrines are now active once again. Red team will come and secure the bottom shrine. While there is no one in top lane, it is quite a nice big creep wave pushing here from the red team, but obviously Sonya going to move in and just clear that out for them. We see that the red team now has level 20, so they have their 20 talents active. This is a good position for them. They need to force a fight here as they are at talents up on the blue team. But we just see them hanging around in mid here. Zagara just getting the creep. She wants a vision. As soon as the shrines are active, she'll want to know if anyone is coming to try and take it down. But we see that blue team has managed to capture the shrine on top. Red team still holding the shrine on bottom, but they are moving into position to try and take the top shrine. But we see Rexar and Murden here with the fight coming in, with Sonya moving in on the Murden as well. Red team is coming to engage here. I think blue team slightly outnumbered, but they're getting the reinforcements coming in now. Murden chasing down Rexar, going deep here. Pops the avatar. The force wall from Tassadar coming down, keeping Sonya and Kalthas at bay, while the Zebo wall goes down. Furion's healing is going to have to pop here, as we see another 5v5 situation. A nice ball from Zagara securing those players from the isolating those teams from the blue players from the blue team. As we see another fight breaking out here, we see Murden taking a lot of damage on the top. Another force wall, but Zagara, oh my gosh, I thought she was dead. She's able to blink out in time, sundering from Thrall, and 2 members drop from the blue team. Sonya and Zebo go down in that fight, while red team, all the members are up and they are pushing in the mid lane here. They're going to push heavy here. We see a lot of damage coming from the Kalthas. The bear from Rexar goes down, and we see he's taking a lot of damage, but the bomb from KT going to pop on him. Is it enough to kill him? Tassadar barely making it up. Oh, but a nice feign death to block the bomb from Kalthas. But red team in a very good position here. They are going to do a lot of damage to the mid lane, as well as move in and secure the top shrine. Giving them both shrines, we see Murden immediately moving in, getting ready to capture the dragon, while the rest of the team is just keeping the pressure on the mid lane. Red team now able to secure both shrines. Murden going to take the dragon uncontested. Red team in a very good position here. They are still a talent up on the blue team. Just going to clear this minions on the top wave here, while the dragon pushes in. He will want to wait for his team to reinforce him here, as he does not want to engage the blue team alone. He's going to move into the bottom lane just to buy a bit of time for his team to do what they need to do on the top lane and come down and reinforce him. We see a nice force wall there from Tassadar, zoning out Kalthas and Thrall from the red team. The dragon dancing around here, still not taking any damage, but he has just under a minute left on the dragon. As long as he keeps it alive, he can buy his team time to reinforce it. We see a nice gravity lapse from KT going on the Tassadar. He is able to back out, but the dragon is moving in, Thrall taking out the wall there. But we see a nice push from red team is going to be halted here by the blue team. They are outnumbering the red team. The red team needs to wait for the reinforcements to move in, but Furion and Zagara are coming in. We are going to see another 5v5 situation as the dragon is pushing in the bottom lane, but Zagara choosing rather to go and push pressure on the mid lane. Very interesting as their team is fighting down here. They are still active with the dragon. They are doing a lot of damage. They are still keeping the push active. Zagara coming in to reinforce, but she has allowed the creep waves to push in the mid lane, and they will keep pressure on the mid. The Dragon Knight does go down now. They are going to have to back out here. But we see Murden jumping and re-engaging. A nice ball from Zagara, getting in and secure down on the Thrall. On the Rex of Tassadar moving out. He gets the wall down, but it's not enough. Thrall is going to chase, and he takes down the enemy Tassadar. Moving in a nice sundering, just knocking them off, Furion back in the Zebo and a lot of damage. Another bomb coming from KT. Malfurion able to block it, but it's not going to be enough. Blue team, the Zebra goes down, and so does the blue team Malfurion, as Rexar is the only one left for the blue team. He's getting chased by this guard, and is she going to get him? We see the hundreds, and she secures the kill on Rexar as well, carrying on pushing the mid lane. Even though she wasn't forcing or reinforcing a team on the bottom, they were able to push both lanes at the same time. They secure this keep, they secure the mid keep, the entire blue team is dead, and they should probably just push for call from here. I think they can win the game flat out. We see it at least, let's call that 15 seconds before Sonya is active, but that's not going to be enough to reinforce here. If the red team is smart, they would push onto the core immediately. We see Zagara letting the Banians go loose, and they're going to do exactly that. They are moving in, and this blue team core is taking a lot of damage, and it is dropping faster than the South African ran. I think the red team has secured a victory game here. GG to the red team, as the victory will be theirs. Well played, guys. What a great game. Fast paced, lots of action. I was kept busy the whole time. I had a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I just did not get a chance. This game was fantastic. Anyways, I hope you people enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. A big shout out again to NAB TV, and thanks for this opportunity. Hopefully you guys will get to see more of me in the future. Until then, have a good one. Good game, good luck, and have fun.